Hello, adventurer, and welcome to the Storytime Tavern. If you're here, I assume you're here for more than just a drink. Well, I'll grab you one anyway. In the meantime, sit tight, and I'm sure a story or two will find its way to you soon. Shortly after the tavern keeper walks away, somebody sits at the bar directly to your right. You look over and see a rather short wood elf with silvery skin slumped over the bar. His leather armor, old and worn. The strings of the lute that is hanging on his back look loose as if they hadn't been touched in some time. And above all else, you notice, he reeks something awful. Upon noticing your gaze and without ever making eye contact, he says, "My name is Kenwrith, and I come with a warning. There's a tower just to the south of here. It's said to be the home of the late wizard Girard. The tower is in ruin. The outer walls have crumbled and littered the perimeter. It's no welcoming place. All that said, people still find reason to journey inside. See, the old story goes that long ago there was a great wizard named Girard. Girard had a hunger for knowledge and power that was far too large to satiate. He scoured the lands for scrolls and tombs to grow his wealth of knowledge. He would come home and lock himself in his tower to research what he had found. Sometime wouldn't leave for weeks. Then he started to conduct experiments. Nobody knows what they were, but he would routinely go out and recruit volunteers within the city. He'd lure them in with promises of wealth and power, riches beyond their wildest dreams. Many took the bait, hoping to come out with a small fortune. But no one that entered that tower was ever seen coming back out. Soon the sounds of screams coupled with flashes of magic could be observed from anywhere in town. Until one day, eventually, all the sounds and all the lights stopped. Months went by, nothing. Soon enough, the people all but forgot about Girard, until one day, sounds could be heard coming from the tower once more. After that, a local legend was formed. The people thought that his fortune must still be in the dilapidated tower. So then, the race began. The bravest of adventurers versus the most impoverished of people, to see who could first claim the forgotten treasure. People went in one after another, by the dozens, yet no one came back out. Soon, people began to hear screams and see lights coming from the tower walls yet again. Then, instead of the bravest, only the dumbest or the most desperate ever dared to enter. Hundreds, at least, have entered the tower, seeking fortune, and as far as I know, I'm the only one that has come back out. My warning for you, adventurer, do not go looking. Stay as far away from the tower as you possibly can, for inside that tower, it is no Girard. It is a monster, a beast that can tap into the deepest regions of your mind. It can learn your fears and strangle you with them. It hides in the shadows. My brother and I went in together, and as we entered the main room, I heard a blood-curdling scream. When I looked over, his skin was melting, dropping to the floor piece by piece into blackened piles of pure death. I looked over just in time. to catch a glimpse out of the corner of my eye. One large, glowing green eye. And like the coward I am, I ran. Stay away from the tower, infantry. All you will find is loss. The tavern keeper returns with your drinks. Kenwrith chugs down his ale and walks out with one pat on your shoulder. Then you hear the tavern keeper once more. Well, it appears you have your story. What you do with this information is up to you. Enjoy your ale and be safe, adventurer. But of course, not too safe.